I am Milton, son of a carpenter and married. Daddy carpenter worked on skyscrapers. Mom Marianne. I am the son of a carpenter and married. I get to tell parables. And this is my parable series, the Papal Chronicles, about how the popes, through different generations of the popes, keep a journal, a chronicle, of the son of a carpenter and marriage through the generations. There are two ways to move from one son of a carpenter married to the next. One's to, to become the short, handsome, bald guy again. Oh, that can play havoc with your memories. You have to reach into the light and pull them back. And of course, the second way to go from one generation to another, as the son of a carpenter married, is to simply grow a new body on sight. Oh, those are my eyes. Growing a new pair. Or at least it's one of my eyes. Slowly but surely. Oh, you can see that one a little bit better. There you go. Smaller, browner surface slowly disappearing. Bigger, bluer surface growing and through and around. That's from like a year before, 2013. That's from 2014. And remember, you only have to tell that joke perfectly just once. You never have to tell it again. Just get it on video. Your phone makes a video nowadays. Get it on video. You have it on your computer, your social websites, your phone, flash drive. Of course, you can retell the joke much better, but when you get it that first time just perfect, you want it to be on video. Now, this particular Papal Chronicles, a video, a longer version of my minute parable last night. Oh, I make a minute parable bite. I get to call them parables on the son of a carpenter married. Minute parable bite before I go to bed, between my shower and the bed. This I get to stretch out a little bit longer. I do my sugar check. Apparently it takes a whole lot of blood sugar to grow a whole new body. Very painful with the bones and the muscles. But lately, yes, blue-eye DNA's got to take over from brown-eye DNA. With the bones, with the muscles, with the organs, with the eyes. Now let me get back to my parable bite, longer version, about the son of a carpenter, me. Daddy carpenter worked on skyscrapers. My mom, Marianne. This is set back in the 70's, the 1970s. And, I was just a little kid back there in the 70's. But this time around. And I'm walking along that college campus that I grew up near to, a few blocks away, called Northeast Louisiana University back then. Now it's called University of Louisiana at Monroe. Yes, Bayou country in Louisiana. Moved out here about 11 years ago. Anyway, back in the 70's, the 1970s. Walking along the campus with a good friend, an older man. And everybody's kind of laughing and pointing. You know college kids. And the older man, he says, what are they all laughing? There's no point in that. And the little kid, a little embarrassed, and I say, oh, it's your hat. He has a very tall hat. It might be good in, like, Vatican City, be a sharp look, but Louisiana is cap country. Write what you want across the front of the cap, and oh, that's it. You can find my joint nightly parables, a whole bunch of short to the point stuff. It's very good for folks who don't, not exactly a stand-up comedian, but can get that one joke in just right. A minute. You got a minute to listen to somebody's joke. Yeah, it has to be a minute for the Instagram. And of course you can still put it on the YouTube and all those others that can have longer. Oh, I didn't time it right. And Melton says to the older man, oh, it's your hat. Oh, it didn't last long. I mean, safety pinning to the shirt. I had DVDs there with my imagery, paper labels in there. But the duct tape, it just didn't take. It's hard to pull off. Remember, you can print my imagery out. You can take the imagery, 25,000 plus examples of my graphic art, to be found in a lot of places. Let me see if I can find one. I've got a lot of my just title imagery here. Daffodalia.blogspot.com is one. DAFFO DAFFA DAFFODILIA Daffodalia. Oh, I can't believe. Can't spell Daffodalia. DNFD series, the YouTube, and also DNFD series, the Melton 4, imagery number 4, the digit 4. Daffodalia.blogspot.com and ChristComplex2.wixsite.com/Daffodalia. It's early. It's where you can find 24,000 plus examples of my graphic art photos, which means if you download from the Flickr and the Google Drive, the links take you to a lot of these folks, a lot of these places. Make sure it says graphic art photos that have a little bit of an edge around them. That is exactly 4x6. My graphic art is not always 4x6. A little bit of an edge around it so that the photo printer won't crop off, a whole lot of the photo. I often take that off. I cut it off with a pair of scissors and laminate. But yeah, you're gonna find something you like in 24,000, 25,000. I'm off this one. 25,000 examples of my graphic art. Print me out, laminate. Couple of paper clips inside a couple of regular tape sleeves, and yeah, it props up real nice. A few coins if it's windy where you're at. But yeah, you're gonna find something you like. Print me out. I'll keep you company by that desk, by that nightstand, by that tabletop, on that tabletop. And yeah, you gotta come see me in person. You want to be in this imagery. 424-229-4140. The devil steals your calls. Make a video of that. That's America's hijacked lifelines. We need to do something about that. We the people must be the reporters. Call me up in front of reporters. Network news anchors, local news anchors, any and all in the public eye. A lot of those sites there will take you to those 25,000. And the vote-truth, these things, the big fives, that's how long it takes, 5 minutes. Make a video of your lifeline not working. Now they're in their own separate folder. Make a video of every child in America's lifeline. See, that phone has every child in America's lifeline to the firemen, the police, and the paramedics. And make a video of it being hijacked. And yes, you can ask and answer Jesus' question. Is Barack Hussein Obama a terrorist? Oh, I got my answer. I've been asking for a 9/11 Flight 93 check for over a decade. I've yet to get one. You get yours. That's your family's lifeline. 424-229-4140. Whatever you get when you don't get me. Oh, those are the genetic wounds. Come from the inside. Just like the change in eyes. Low genetic spiral staircase work. I'll show you the eyes after I check my blood sugar. But yeah, ask and answer Jesus' question. Is Barack Hussein Obama a terrorist? You can put it's Trump a terrorist if you want. But yeah, if your phone's not working and you don't know when else it won't be allowed to work, that's the news media all off though. Not doing their job. We need to do it for them, and we can. Our phones make videos nowadays. Make that video, whoever's in the room there with you, their phone, their lifeline, not working. As you try to call me, turn around, make the video of let them make the video of your phone not working. Those who are hijacking your call to me, stealing it. You don't know when else your phone won't be allowed to work. They are worried enough about it to alter phone workers cover it up. So you're making a video of organized crime taking place, both Trump and Hussein, in the White House. Tell that newscaster everything's fake news compared to your family's lifeline, not working when you try to call me and not knowing when else it won't be allowed to work. Make the video, post the video, hand those fives out, telling everyone how to check and post it back. We the people must be the reporters. Most of my life the eyes were this darker brown here. And just till recently here in LA, moved out here 11 years ago, and this smaller, browner circle slowly disappearing, bigger blue circle growing in through and around. You'd think, doctors or blind folks would be interested in eyes that grow in anew. Oh, my doctors can't talk about that, the ones I've had, since the eyes have been changing. The eyes have been changing. To put that in perspective, they can't talk about the 93 checks either. Not getting one 9/11 Flight 93 check in a decade of asking. Look at that, really darker around the center there. They look a lot different day to day sometimes. And that's that one single spoke, and maybe another over on this side, being more prominent lately. You know what's going on with that, and you're a good doctor. You can tell me, give me some idea. I know vitamins past year plus have been accelerating the process. I started taking vitamins back when the guys started changing, back in 1996. When I went in the hospital with a severe anemia. Yeah, dangerous so low blood counts, and I got out, and if anything, a year later they were abnormally high. It's a sign of a primary metabolism, growing a new body. And yeah, I'd taken vitamins at that time. I could feel the difference. I can't always feel the difference. Lately, when I feel very bad, like a couple of days ago, I find if I take a whole lot of vitamins that day, it does help. Sure helps with the pain a whole lot better than the Lyrica, the gabapentin they've given me. I think that's for like nerve pain, and this is actual pain in the muscles. So that's all. I'll see you tomorrow. See you this afternoon with my Tommy. I may get a laminator going today or tomorrow. It's been a while. I need some new stuff. Want to tell me what Jesus' immaculate house to be built here on earth needs to inspire the future and the present to greatness with? Try to call me and see that cowardly religious censorship that can place a cowardly Hussein in our White House. Rather, we got to take by a whole lot of cowardly Husseins. Oh, they don't name them Hussein unless they're Muslim. No matter how much they hide from their past. And yeah, you don't have to call it an opportunity house. It's opportunity. You don't have to call it Jesus' Immaculate House. You can call it an opportunity house. It's opportunity for a whole lot of good folks all over the world to build a better world. Come tear down the Great Wall of Evil. It has just me and only me and LA and flowers. And my eyes, changing eyes, and my imagery. Come tear down the Great Wall of Evil. Let's get started building a Jesus' Immaculate House upon its rubble. Oh yeah, the Great Wall of Evil is also doing stuff like placing cowardly Hussein in our White House, as well as Trump. And yeah, guys, when you call me, you can't reach me, 424-229-4140. You get a boring thing. Phone ringing, error message, busy signal. You get to leave a message. I don't get it. You won't show up on my caller ID, my call log, my call record. That's boring stuff. It's not going to be boring if you need firemen, police, paramedics, but I think you can guess. If political, religious, business, especially religious. There was a religious attack with 9/11 from both sides, the outside and the inside. If your phone's not allowed to work because of any kind of censorship, when you need firemen, police, paramedics, and seconds can count if they're checking your political party or what church you go to, it's going to be just as newsworthy as me asking for a 93 check for a decade now. Over a decade. You're not getting one. We the people must be the reporters. Our phones make videos. Do that. Put that first brick in Jesus' Immaculate House. Any good priest or none, a tall hat or not, will tell you that Jesus' house is built on truth. Put that first bit of truth in your video. We'll get to the bricks and mortar stuff later on. And yeah, I have to call it Jesus' Immaculate House because you can call it an opportunity house, opportunity for all kinds of good, honest businessmen all over the world to build a better world. But I have to tell you, it's Jesus' Immaculate House. There will be a test at the end. I hear it's pass, fail, and purgatory.